Test, test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic test, mic test. 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll have pregame coverage for this game coming your way here in just a bit on the Salina Post Sports Network here on KINA.
It's time for football. This is a presentation of Eagle Media and Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. This is the Game of the Week. Here with your play-by-play for tonight's game is Tyler Henry.
The Salina South Cougars have flirted with their first win all season long, and tonight they'll have an excellent chance to finally secure it when they welcome in campus to Salina Stadium. Last year, South defeated campus for its first win in several years, and while the Cougars are 0-6 to start the season, the improvement they've shown is undeniable, making them real favorites against the Colts here this evening. Hello everyone, and welcome in for another exciting installment of our Game of the Week. I'm Tyler Henry, and it's so good to have you with us here in Salina, Kansas. Salina South has played the same 6 opponents to open 2025 that they did to start 2024: Salina Central, Maize South, Derby, Hutchinson, Valley Center, and Goddard. Those opponents are a combined 25-11 without a single losing record amongst them, and in their first 6 games, the Cougars have closed the gap from last year's results by a staggering 173 points. While that hasn't netted them a win, it has gotten them dangerously close in 3 heartbreaking one-score losses, but tonight that could change with a win that could set the Cougars on the path to taking the next step. Campus looks like the perfect prey on paper, riding a 17-game losing streak into this game dating back to the 2023 season. Their last winning season was in 2018, and the last time they were above 500 in back-to-back campaigns came in 05 and 06. With that, the stage is set. We'll take a break, but when we return, we'll hear from Cougar head coach Christian Ozoris to get your new image audio keys to the game. This is the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week, brought to you tonight by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Close your eyes.
Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
And now back to the football action with your game of the week.
Back here on the pregame show as we get you ready for a showdown between Salina South and Campus. And we're joined now by Cougar head coach Christian Ozores. Coach, first and foremost, thank you so much for giving us some of your time today.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
So I know the results on the scoreboard, maybe haven't been what you've wanted them to be, but every week, I see a South team that I haven't seen in years around here. How proud have you been of the guys and just the work that they've put in to improve this program?
Yeah, no, definitely proud of our effort and our preparation and just our overall, the kids staying bought in. It's tough. We've lost 4 games within, 10 points or less, and we're really probably 3 or 4 plays away from being, 2-4 or even 3-3. And so it's tough. We're still learning how to finish. That's the biggest thing, just kind of playing 4 quarters. But the kids are doing a great job staying locked in. Still had a really good week of practice this week, so that needs to continue as we finish out the year.
Well, and before we dig too deep into this year's team, I was curious, where do you feel like you've seen the program and maybe even some of the guys take the biggest leap from last year to this year?
I think just the overall physicality standpoint, that's been something that I've been really pleased with. I think we've not only, attacked a lot of people, but we've been really physical, and I think that's that helped. That a lot of these guys last year they played varsity football, and they got after it in the weight room this offseason, and so most of the time we've been probably the more physical team on Friday night, which is awesome to see. And so that needs to continue going on until we hit the playoffs.
On a smaller scale, but perhaps more importantly, where do you feel like you've seen the biggest improvements in your team from week 1 to now?
I think overall, it's just our speed and just playing faster, both offensively and defensively. At the beginning of the year, we couldn't really go too much tempo offensively, especially with a sophomore quarterback. We wanted to make sure he was, settled in. And then defensively, same thing. We're just playing a lot faster. We're getting our reads quicker, getting a line faster. We're simplifying things, and our defensive staff's doing a great job with that as well. And I just think the overall speed of the game's getting slower. And we're playing faster. And so I think that's helping us, compete in a lot of these games and, giving us a shot like we've had a lot of these, especially these past couple weeks.
Obviously a lot of positives to look at, but at the same time, what are the biggest areas where you feel like you still need to see your team kind of tighten things up to turn some of these close losses into close wins?
I think it's just finishing games, finding ways to make plays at the end of the game. We got to continue to limit turnovers. We've done a pretty good job of that this year, but we got to continue to take care of the football. Can't just, throw a pick up, just to throw a pick. Got to make sure defensively, when it's, 4th and 10, we got to go make a play. We got to go make a play on the ball and, finish games. And, and our kids have done a really good job practicing and preparing and, getting in the right spots. And they're doing a good job there. We just got to go finish and make those game-winning plays.
For a sophomore, Izzy Tellez looks cool and composed for the most part. He doesn't seem to make a lot of mistakes. How have you seen him develop most throughout the season?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with him is just kind of, not just simple in it, but like him understanding too, he's just the point guard of the offense. He just needs to find, dink and dump, get it to our guys out in space, get us in line, make sure our motions are good, make sure that, the personnel grouping's right. And he's done a good job because it's not easy what we do, especially with some of the competition that we've played. We can't just run 5 or 6 plays the whole game and expect to win. We got to not be complicated, but we got to give different looks and we got to mix up personnel groupings to stay fresh on the field. And so he does a really good job managing that, and he's just continuing to get better and better. And like last week, I thought he had a good game. We dropped a few balls that we probably should have caught, and he still, threw for over 270. And it wasn't even a great game, and he still, put up really good numbers. And so we need to, make sure that he gets comfortable and, continues to dish out the rock to our guys.
At least from a bird's eye view, the defense certainly improved, but, maybe hasn't been up to the standard that you'd like. Where can that group still grow a little more here down the stretch?
I think just finishing games, we've improved so much defensively as far as especially tackling and like creating turnovers. I think we've had 7 interceptions, multiple games with multiple sacks. That was stuff that we didn't do last year, but we kind of broke down the numbers. We've given up, I think it's 79 less points than the first 6 weeks from last year, and so that's a big improvement. So our defense staff, led by Coach Casey, has done a great job, making sure that we're tackling, making sure that we're kind of creating havoc, and it's just about finishing plays. We've faced some really good offenses too, and some really good, high-level skill guys, and so just finding different ways to limit those guys from making plays.
We talked about it a little bit before the season started. Your schedule, it is just a murderer's row in the ABCTL1. You guys have been very close to some very good teams. At the same time, you get a campus team this week that you guys were able to knock off last week. Does it feel good to come into a game? I don't know if you would use the word favorites, but, certainly knowing that you guys should probably take care of business and get a win this week.
Yeah, no, we just need to make sure that we're doing our job. We always have a word of the week, and the word of the week this week is just maturity. We got to be mature going through our business this week. Yes, we're probably the better team on paper and on film, but that doesn't matter. We still got to have a really good practice, still have to have really good prep work, really good film work, and making sure that we're doing our job, because they're going to come and play hard on Friday. This is kind of their, one shot to win a game. And so we need to take care of our business, and then, once the playoff comes, we feel very confident in what we have, and I think nobody's probably going to want to see us on the 5A West side.
Absolutely. Well, and when you have a chance to scout campus on film, what are the things that stand out to you just about the way that they play football?
Well, a really talented running back that transferred in, and he runs hard. That's good. He gets them going offensively. And then defensively, they really fly around. They're really fast. They have a lot of skill guys out there. They're kind of having 5 or 6 DBs on the field, and so those guys play really fast. It's hard to run sideline to sideline on them, and they're going to get in your face and dare you to beat them over the top. And so we got to make sure that we can make explosive plays, but also still establish a run game inside.
You kind of alluded to the run game offensively for the Colts. What are some things that lead to their offensive success when they're able to do the things they want to do?
Yeah, they do a good job of just trying to stay on schedule, especially with their running back. They try to get him going early. They'll give him the ball outside, they'll give him the ball inside, they'll direct snap it to him, and they'll go a lot of wildcat stuff, a double tight package. And so we got to make sure that we slow him down, and then put them in passing situations to where they can't get him the ball as easy.
Kind of on the flip side, defensively, you mentioned the speed that campus has. What are some of the challenges defensively that they can present in offense when they're on?
They do a good job of creating turnovers. I know they haven't played in a lot of close games this year, but they have forced turnovers. They've had some interceptions. They do a good job of, hopping on fumbles and creating some fumbles, because those guys do fly around. And so, yeah, we got to make sure that we take care of the football, and then also, if they're going to play up, we got to be able to make explosive plays behind. And so just kind of taking what they give us.
Obviously, you have to respect any opponent, especially in the ABCTL. But at the same time, this is a campus program that's really struggled over the last several years. Is there anything that you see that, maybe they struggle with that you feel like your guys might be able to take advantage of in a game like this?
I know they kind of seemed a little bit dinged up, and so they're going to have a few young guys in. I know they have like a freshman corner that started last week. They have a few they're probably starting 7 or 8 sophomores. And so, just that youth, hopefully we can take advantage of that with our experience. But they're still going to play hard. They're a 6A high school with 2,000 kids in the building. And so this isn't, like a small town that just doesn't have talent. They, it's a 6A high school. They have kids in the building, and they have athletes on the team that are still going to play hard and compete.
Well, and last thing for you here, Coach, we ask every coach every week, but if you have to boil it down into your top couple of points here, what are your biggest keys to the game to get that first win and kind of start that momentum rolling for South?
Yeah, we got to get them in pass situations. We got to stop the run, especially their running back, and then we have to take care of the football offensively and finish with points. We can't have what we did last week, drive it down and then get caught in the red zone and get some holding penalties or offsides, whatever it is. We got to play penalty free and play fast.
Well, Coach Ozores, thank you so much for your time, sir. Best of luck to your Cougars here tonight.
Hey, yes, sir. Thank you.
Once again, that was Christian Ozores, head coach of the Salina South Cougars. We'll step away, but when we return, pregame rolls on here on the Salina Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. It's presented by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
At AJ Honey Farms, the honey is just the beginning. From raw honey and wax melts to happy bee balm and beekeeping gear, they've got everything buzzing with local flavor. Whether you're soothing a sore throat, starting your own hive, or gifting something sweet to a loved one, AJ Honey Farms brings the bees and the kind of sweetness only they can bottle.
This is Alan from AJ Honey Farms right here at 901 North 9th Street in Salina, Kansas. We truly appreciate your continued support and thank you for choosing local.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
No matter what team you support this season, CopyCo has you covered with off-the-rack and custom apparel for Salina South, Salina Central, Abilene, Chapman, Sacred Heart, southeast of Saline, Ellsworth, Minneapolis, Bennington, Solomon, and El Saline. Don't see what you're looking for in store? They can custom make items so you can support any local team or student athlete. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for local high school sports gear is CopyCo, located at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
Obituaries and funeral announcements are available free of charge on salinapost.com. This community service is provided in part by Higher Scott Mortuary and Cremations, formerly Roselawn. Higher Scott Mortuary and Cremations, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
At Vernon Jewelers, we believe jewelry is more than just an accessory. It's an expression of who you are. It's also a piece of your life that can be passed down through the generations. That's why our expert team is here to listen, understand, and help you find that piece that speaks to your story. We're not just your local jeweler. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners in celebrating life's precious moments. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. In our 141st year, we are not old. We're just really good at what we do.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush in a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
Flush! The freakishly fast frog!
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof. She's full, real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out, quick.
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush and a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic.
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick, kiss me. That stink stuck to my skin.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, good. I can smell other things again.
And now back to the football action with your game of the week.
And with that, I want to welcome you back inside Salina Stadium. Both teams have taken to the field for the opening coin toss, and we are just about to get the result and see which team will take the football to start this game. It looks like South has won the toss. They defer to the second half, and that means that it will be the Campus Colts who put the offense on the field first here in this game. Both teams 0-6, each with an opportunity to pick up their first victory of the season. We talked about it a lot in the pregame, but for Salina South, this is not the same 0-6 that they were a season ago. Matter of fact, they have improved their point total this year in terms of points for minus points against by 173 through the first 6 weeks of the season. They have lost 3 one-score games, and they've got an opportunity to put it all together and get that first win against the Campus Colts here tonight. I want to remind you, coverage of this game is presented by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance. And before we get into it, our new image audio keys to the game. For Salina South, it is going to be containing the run game of a campus squad that does have a lot of big beef up front. That's going to be kind of the main thing they have to contend with. And then, of course, finding ways to get their stars. Jay Curtis, Armani Redmond, and Jackson Myers, guys like that rolling in a game like this. It is crucial to strike first and strike often. And South will have a chance to do that if they can get their defense off the field, as they will kick it away to Campus to start this game. Back deep to return for the Colts is Corbin Smith. For Salina South, the ball is on the tee. It'll be Easton Wilcox to kick it away, and he will send this ball into the air. Our game of the week for week number 7 is officially underway, and a touchback will bring the Campus offense out to the 20-yard line. And let's go ahead and meet the Colts, who will take to the field tonight. Blaine Moore, the junior, is your starting quarterback. He will be joined in the backfield by senior running back Jericho Moore, and then Javin Caldwell, Donovan Simmons, and Imani Buncombe are your top 3 receiving options. The line is anchored by Carson Mars, Isaac Payne, and Jalen Harper. Don't forget, Campus is a 6A team. They have got a lot of talent to choose from. And despite the fact that it hasn't necessarily worked out for them this season, they do have a stout group. First play of the game, it looks like a Wildcat snap, and boy, the Cougars are all over that. Nowhere to run that time for Amari Williams, as it looks like they tried to go Wildcat on their first play of the day. They will keep Williams in there. Now they move everybody up front. So unique look here for the Campus Colts. Second down and 12. They want to run this to the near side. And once again, South reads it well, and they shut it down for another loss of 2. The South defense looks like this tonight. Corbin Beeson, Javen Correa-Brown, and Connor Riley in the trenches. Your linebackers are Rayshawn Jones, Maddox Gerard, Gabe Wilbarger, and Jackson Anthony. Safeties, Kobe Henley and Landon Huffman. Corners, Caden Stauffer, and Jalen Cheeks. This has been a unique formation that we've seen this team run, and now they will bring out the traditional quarterback in Blaine Moore. And this is who we expected to see at quarterback. Instead, they went with the Wildcat and Williams. Moore to the air. It's the first passing play of the day. He has all day to throw. Grabbed, slips a tackle, steps up, wants to run, but there's nowhere to go as he is slung to the turf. There is a flag on the far side of the field. We'll have to check the laundry here and see what the call is. But as it stands, it's a sack and a loss of 1. As the officials confer. All right, so they're going to call that holding on the defense. The first penalty of the night belongs to the Cougars. And it will bring the football back to the original spot. They'll replay third down. Actually, they're going to add 10 yards and then replay third down. So it will make this more manageable. We'll see if Blaine Moore is going to stay in here at quarterback. This is, again, the more traditional set that we expected it to see. So it's a very makeable 3rd down and 4 here for the Campus Colts, who will hand this off. And, boy, there is nowhere to run. A big tackle to bring down Amani Buncombe. And the punt team is on for the Campus Colts. Think about it like this. Campus ran 4 plays. All of them were running plays. All of them went backwards. Salina South is ready to return the punt. It's a low snap. They will get it away. And this will head to the far side of the field. It will check out of bounds at the 48-yard line, and that's where the offense comes out for Salina South. And let's go ahead and meet them. Starting quarterback, it's sophomore Izzy Tellez. He has had a fantastic campaign so far. He's completing 48% of his passes. Only a sophomore, but he's already over 1,300 yards passing, 12 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. And a true bell cow back alongside him, Armani Redmond, 139 carries for 595 yards this year. Top receivers are Jay Curtis, Jackson Myers, Gabe Autry, and Jackson Kitchener. We'll get the offensive line after this 1st down and 10. They will give this to Redmond, who's breaking tackles, navigating traffic to the outside, and falling forward for a gain of 7. It's a solid run for Redmond. The offensive line from left to right, Austin Kraft, Lawrence Underwood, Armando Franco, Simon Flores, and Darius Morton. Cougars moving the ball well on 1st down and setting themselves up with a 2nd and 3 here. We'll see if they go back to Redmond again, and they will. Redmond takes it left side. Good blocking. He's got the 1st down and change as he picks up about 10 yards. It's a South team that is averaging 23.5 points a game this season. Offense has not really been the issue for them. It's just been finding ways to get ahead, stay ahead, and finish games. But a good start to this drive. Back-to-back handoffs to Redmond. And that's enough to get them here to the 43. Have not seen a passing play just yet. Izzy Tellez in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. They do want to go to the air here. Tellez loads up, fires deep. He's got a man. Touchdown, Salina South. Jackson Myers hauls it in from 36 yards away. And the first passing play of the day nets Salina South 6 points and a lead on the scoreboard. Good work for Izzy Tellez. And Myers capitalizes easy as you like. Boy, Myers has been that true deep ball threat all season long. They will send Easton Wilcox on for the PAT. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up. The kick is wide left. And we've got ourselves a 6-0 ball game here in Salina. We'll take a quick break. Coverage of this game is presented by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Dream start for Salina South. They force a quick 3 and out. Now Campus wants to come out and return the kick. And if that isn't indicative of the way Campus's season has gone, the returner trips over his own feet, before anybody from South can even lay hands on him. That was Javin Caldwell. So the campus offense will come back out. We've seen some wild formations already. They ran Wildcat with Amari Williams. They've got one of their top receivers running the ball in Imani Buncombe. So we'll continue to keep an eye out and just try to kind of locate the guys that are out there and see what it is that campus is running here. So far, it's been all rushes for negative yardage. And this might be about to be the same result. Yeah, it is. There is nothing on the outside. A big stop for the Cougars. A loss of 3 for Imani Buncombe. Landon Huffman came in like a heat-seeking missile, and there was just nobody there to seal the edge. For as big as the offensive line of campus is, there's not much push, at least not early in this game. And that's going to be a problem if it continues. Salina South, you know they want this one, and they want it bad. Cougar defense has looked great so far. This is 2nd and 12. Shotgun set for campus. They want to go to the air here. Under duress, their quarterback rolling out and just steps out of bounds. Lost track of where he was. If he throws it away, they really don't stand to lose that much, but instead, he's going to step out of bounds for about an 8-yard loss. And that is a disaster. Just kind of lost track of where the sideline was. So it's going to be 3rd down and 20 for campus here. Normally, you would say you got to go to the air, but you definitely don't want to risk a safety. Let's see what they do. 4 wide for the Colts. Snap back to Moore. Steps into his own end zone. Fires over the middle. Has a wide open receiver looking to make something happen in the open space. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage and no more. Javin Caldwell picks up 10, but the Colts are still well short. And for the second time tonight, the punt team is on for campus. South forces a 3-and-out on 1st down. And so far, so good as they force another 3-and-out on 2nd down. Punt is away. It is short, and campus will watch this one roll down to about the 47-yard line. That's where South puts the offense back on the field for the second time in this game. 7:23 left to go, a 6-0 lead for the homestanding Salina South Cougars. A reminder that coverage of tonight's game is presented by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance. Also want to remind you fans, don't forget to check out our Salina Post Facebook page and at SPost Sports on Twitter after the game to see video highlights from around the area, proudly presented by Billings Group. Tellez, Redmond, and the rest of the Salina South offense is back on the field here. 1st down and 10. Campus brings the house on a blitz, and that's going to pay dividends as they bring down Redmond for a big loss of 5 in the backfield. Boy, they sent everybody that time, did the Colts. And to their credit, it paid dividends, expecting the run on 1st down, and that's exactly what they got. Tellez has just gotten more and more composed as the season's gone on. Here he drops back to pass. He has a receiver who's going to break and tackle, and there is a lot of space to run after the catch. Huge haul for Salina South as Bronx Sitton hauls it in for a monster gain of about 19. Good to see Sitton getting involved. Second pass of the day is completed. Here's a toss to Redmond on the outside. Cuts to the inside. Breaks one tackle. There's a flag down. We'll have to check and see what that is for. But as it stands, it's a 5-yard gain for Armani Redmond. Tellez has started his day 2 for 2 passing. This is a hold against the Cougars, and that'll back him up 5 yards from the spot and wipe out the gain that was picked up by Redmond. Boy, they're going to call that a 10-yarder too, so it's 1st and 20. Brutal start after picking up the big gain to Sitton. Tellez from the shotgun has 2 receivers split out to his right-hand side, 1 to the left. We have still not seen the first completion for Jay Curtis, but you feel like it's going to be a loud one when it comes. Pump fake under duress, and it's incomplete. Probably for the best there, as Tellez got hit as he threw. And honestly, you take an incompletion on a play like that because there were 2 campus players sitting over the middle that almost came up with that. At the same time, it's worth noting there were 2 campus players there, and there was nobody for South, which means the coverage was busted down the field. Tellez just unable to get it off before he took the shot. 2nd down and 20. Tellez toss to the outside. Redmond looking for room. Won't find anything. Gain of maybe 1 for Armani Redmond. And that will bring up a 3rd down. And about 18, let's call it, for the Cougars. 5:40 remaining here in the first quarter. We got 3 great broadcasts for you tonight. For this week, we had coverage of the Salina Central and Andover game last night, all of them presented by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance. Here is a pass down the far side of the field. It is hauled in, and a huge gain for Salina South as they link it up down the field. And it is Armani Redmond who makes the catch. Call that a gain of 35. Puts the Cougars at the 12. Great work there for Tellez. And a stoppage here. Well, there you go. The first penalty of the day against campus is encroachment. And that will walk the ball up 5 yards here for the Cougars, who suddenly have it at the 7-yard line. A lot of good options if you're South to score. This has been where Armani Redmond has done some of his best work this year. They give it to Redmond. He goes up the left side, still keeps the feet underneath him. The ball comes out. Did Campus get on it? No. It's a touchdown for Salina South on a little fumble Ruski play in the end zone that ends up in the hands. I'm trying to see who got that when all was said and done. It looks like for South, that is Slade Pickrell, who just kind of finds the football there in the scrum. So give Redmond the yardage. Rodrigo Palacios is on for the PAT, and the kick is good. So we'll step away. When we come back, South holds a 13-0 lead. It's our Game of the Week presented by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Back to the action here in Salina, still working our way through the first quarter. Boy, a wild touchdown scored there by Salina South. It was a fumble into the end zone. It looked like Campus might have had a chance to jump on it, but it was recovered by the Cougars. And as a result, they take a 13-0 lead on the scoreboard here. Just a wild play from the very beginning. Kickoff is taken back at about the 10-yard line, up to the 20. And that is where South is going to run the returner down. So good work for this South defense. So far, they've forced 2 3-and-outs and did confirm it was Slade Pickrell who recovered the touchdown for South. Went back and watched the tape. I guess that's one thing good thing about running your own video. You can always go back and watch your own instant replay. So Pickrell credited with the touchdown. Campus's offense is on the field here for the third time. They have yet to pick up a first down in this game. Here's a handoff to the near side. South is just all over it. And there is nowhere to run. Maddox Gerard makes the tackle. It's been tough sledding for this campus offense. They look like they're running in mud. And it's a rush for no gain, which honestly, I'm not trying to be cute when I say this. That is their best offensive play of the day so far. Every single time they've taken a snap, it's gone for negative yardage. Colts just trying to get something going, some kind of rhythm offensively here. Blaine Moore is in the shotgun. He will take the snap, wants to go to the air, pump fakes, now steps up. He's in some trouble, and he is going to be sacked back at the 13-yard line. A big loss. Boy, that defensive line came in quick. Gerard helped. And it's another massive loss of 7 for the campus offense. Campus's offensive plays tonight have gone for -8, -7, -2, -2, -4, -1, and 0. South's defense doing its job. Amani Buncombe is the running back in this set. He has kind of been the go-to guy. Have not seen Jericho Moore tonight. We got whistles before this play gets going. Campus calls a timeout. We'll take it with them. Back with more Game of the Week action when we return. It is presented by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
Back to the action here in Salina. South's defense trying to get off the field again. It'll be 3rd down and 17 for the campus Colts offense. They've been moving in the wrong direction for a majority of the night. And boy, South sends the house. It's a design screen to Buncombe. He makes the catch, but then tries to turn it back the wrong way. He will get about 3 yards on the reception, but that is all he will find. And the punt team is back on again for the campus Colts. 2 positive plays passing the football, but that's really about it. Jackson Myers is one of the guys back deep to return. The other is Caden Stouffer. It is fumbled off of the snap. Campus is just going to pick it up. Are they going to get a first down? No, they are not. Instant red zone for Salina South on an unintentional turnover on downs. Maddox Gerard makes the tackle, and it was a heavy one. So that'll give South the football back. They are already in the red zone. Oh, my goodness. And an illegal blindside block against the offense is going to make this half the distance to the goal. It was already a disastrous play. It's going to put South at the 9-yard line for free. And the offense thinking about a 3rd score in the first quarter here. South's offense has been a well-oiled machine. They've taken the field 3 times. They've scored on their first 2. And they are hunting another touchdown here. Tellez takes the snap, wants to go to the air. He is looking for Curtis, and Jay Curtis says, "Get off me," in the back corner of the end zone. A man amongst boys, and Curtis holds it in for the second Izzy Tellez touchdown pass of the night. That was disrespectful. My goodness. Tellez put it up for him. Curtis was covered well and just, I wouldn't quite call it a push-off. Whatever he did, it was smooth. One play, a touchdown. The PAT kick is up, and it is good. South back on the scoreboard. That didn't take long. We'll take another break. We're back in just a bit. Salina South leads at 20-0 on the Salina Post Sports Network.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Salina South this season, I mean, by virtue of playing in the AVCTL1, has had to face some of the best teams in the state. You think they're not finally excited to play somebody that they're expected to beat? This is the only game all season that South is going to be a genuine favorite, and they are playing like it. A 20-0 lead. We're still in the first quarter. I mean, Campus has negative yardage as a team on offense tonight. South is 3 for 3 on scoring touchdowns, and this is going to be a touchback blasted through the back of the end zone by the Cougars. If you're Campus, you got to find a way to get something going here. This is a team that their last winning season, they were 6-4 back in 2018. The last time they went back-to-back winning seasons was in 05-06. And they're on a 17-game losing streak dating back to 2019. So, got to find a way to make something happen. They have not moved the football past their own 40-yard line at any point in the first quarter. Blaine Moore from the shotgun. It's been predominantly run, and they will do that again here, handing it off. Now, working his way to the outside is Buncombe, but there is just not a lot of room to run. They're going to give him 2 yards. But they are moving in the right direction with 2:25 remaining here in the first quarter. We also talked with Coach Ozoris, and he said, one of the things, too, he said this defense has been doing stuff we haven't seen in years past, right? Interceptions, fumble recoveries, sacks, tackles for loss. I mean, they have been in the face of the offensive line. They've done some really good things. Here's a rollout. It's a delayed handoff, and that is going backwards, still going backwards. At a certain point, you got to give up on a play like that. Trying to turn it into something, and Campus is going to be dropped for a loss of 13. My goodness. Jackson Anthony had both hands on the ball carrier right away. And this is going to be the second time tonight that it's been 3rd and 20+ for Campus. The crowd loves it. Just trying to get something going here, even if you have to punt. Trying to find some momentum to take into the second quarter. Rolling out to his right. Got to get rid of it, and it is broken up. Good coverage there for the South defense. First incompletion of the day for Blaine Moore, and now if you're Campus, you got to be very cautious not to have any miscues here. This punt is going to come from inside the Campus end zone. It's Tyler Holton to punt it away. But if you're South, you're thinking about trying to block this thing, and I don't blame you. Campus just trying to make sure that they don't concede points here. South closing in. The punt is away. It's a good one. It's fielded back at about the 40-yard line. There is some room up to the 30 and blasted out of bounds at the 32. Solid return there for Jackson Kitchener. And South will bring the offense out following yet another 3-and-out. We got 1:49 remaining in the first quarter. Campus's offense has taken to the field 4 times. They have not picked up a first down. Just a dominant effort for the Cougars, who right now are thinking about putting 27, maybe even 28 on the board before the end of the first quarter, and they've got the personnel to do it. They will rush to the line here. Izzy Tellez from the shotgun. He'll send Myers in motion. This is a handoff to Redmond. Cuts it up the middle, breaking tackles, and taken down after a 9-yard gain. Redmond has run well tonight. You got to give a lot of credit to that offensive line as well. Those guys have put in work this offseason. You go left to right, Austin Kraft put on 20 pounds of muscle over the offseason. Armando Franco added 15 pounds. Simon Flores added 30. These guys have gotten a lot bigger, and it's shown in their ability to run the football this year. Tellez from the gun, 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Always got to watch out for Jay Curtis, who's at the bottom of your screen. He's got a touchdown already today. Tellez is looking over the middle. It's another touchdown for Jackson Myers, and it's too easy for Izzy Tellez, who's got 3 touchdown passes in the first quarter already. Boy, that was a beauty. 25-yard touchdown pass to Jackson Myers. Myers has 2 catches, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns in this game. He had just 1 touchdown coming into this game. He has already more than doubled it. PAT is on the way. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Cougars take a 27-0 lead with 1:03 to go in the first quarter. Back with more of our Game of the Week when we return. It's brought to you tonight by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Salina South is back on to kick this away. They're going to get tired of kicking off if this keeps up. That was a 17-yard touchdown pass from Tellez to one of his favorite targets in Jackson Myers. It is not the second quarter yet. It's already 27-0. And Campus's offense is back on the field for a 5th time, trying to get anything going here with 1:03 remaining here in the quarter. Blaine Moore is back in as quarterback. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. They'll try the toss to Buncombe. They've been trying to run everything outside, and he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, but South knows it's coming. Tells you that you probably don't trust your offensive line to try to run it between the tackles, but when you get so predictable in one note like that, it's really easy for the linebackers and the corners and everybody else to just kind of cheat outside a little bit. And that's what South has been able to do tonight. Really no worries about anything up the middle. Second down and 10. They did get back to the original line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, Moore will try to hand it off. This time they do cut it up the gut. And that is a gain of 3 for Amari Williams. That should take us down to the end of the first quarter, and with that, we will step away. When we come back, we'll flip fields. Salina South off to a roaring start, 27-0 over the Campus Colts in search of their first win here on the Salina Post Sports Network. Coverage tonight is presented by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
No matter what team you support this season, Copyco has you covered with off-the-rack and custom apparel for Salina South, Salina Central, Abilene, Chapman, Sacred Heart, southeast of Saline, Ellsworth, Minneapolis, Bennington, Solomon, and El Saline. Don't see what you're looking for in store? They can custom make items so you can support any local team or student athlete. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for local high school sports gear is Copyco, located at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
3rd down and 8. It's one of the shortest 3rd down attempts of the night for Campus. They're rolling, looking for something. The quarterback tries to tuck it and run. He is wrestled down at the 28-yard line, so it is good for a gain of 5 for Blaine Moore. However, they are short of the sticks. I can't imagine they keep the offense on the field here, but it looks like that's what they might do. Campus is going to go for it deep in their own territory, down by 4 scores. They hand it off up the middle. Yeah, not going to happen. Maddox Gerard stuffs the play, and the South offense is going to take over just outside the red zone. That was a bold decision, to put it gently, for the Campus Colts, but tired of punting, they try to make something happen. And all they succeed in doing is turning it over and giving the Cougars a short field at the 29-yard line. South has started all but one of their drives in Campus territory. It's been that kind of night for the Colts. 11:22 remaining. And what do we have here? Looks like it may be a timeout called by South. All right, so the Cougars want to take a moment and talk it over. We'll step away for just a bit. Back with the remainder of the second quarter. South is up and up big at 27-0 on the Salina Post Sports Network. Coverage tonight presented by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
Obituaries and funeral announcements are available free of charge on salinapost.com. This community service is provided in part by Higher Scott Mortuary and Cremations, formerly Roselawn. Higher Scott Mortuary and Cremations, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Don't forget to tune in to KINA tonight at 10 o'clock for the Kansas High School Football Scoreboard Show. Hear scores and game wraps from around the state of Kansas. Brought to you by Home Automotive Centers and Salina Surgical Hospital. Also heard at 910KINA.com. All eyes are on Jackson Myers, lined up at the bottom of your screen. 2 catches, 40-plus yards, 2 touchdowns. That's where Tellez is looking. He's got him. It's a touchdown. Hat trick for Jackson Myers, who makes it look too easy. And for the 3rd time tonight, it's a touchdown hookup from Izzy Tellez to Jackson Myers. I mean, if you're not going to cover him, right? Myers just runs a simple go route, and Tellez never looked anywhere else. 3 touchdowns for Myers. Rodrigo Palacios is on for the PAT, and the kick is good. The route is on. 34-0 South. Back in a bit on the Salina Post Sports Network.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community, or the camaraderie at Southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina.
Izzy Tellez in this game has completed 6 of his 7 passes. 4 of them have been for touchdowns. Matter of fact, I believe that's the third one-play drive of the night for Salina South, and it all started when Campus, I mean, let's just be honest, kind of handed them the football deep in their own territory. So Palacios will kick this away. That'll be fielded back at the 10-yard line. Campus maybe trying to set up something in the return game, and they've got some free yardage here out to the 30 and pushed out at about the 35. Coming up on the halftime report, we'll take a look at other scores on our Bennington State Bank area scoreboard. Also, a quick reminder that Salina Regional Health Center is hiring. See all their open positions and start your new career today by visiting srhc.com. So the Colts take over at the 36-yard line. This is the best field position that they have had all night, and it's not close. It's been a perfect night for South aside from one missed PAT. They have not allowed a first down in this game. Campus with the offense on the field. Blaine Moore tries the toss to the outside. This time it's blocked a little bit better, but not much. And that's going to be a horse collar tackle against South. So it will be probably the first down of the night given freely here by Salina South. Oh, no, they're going to call that a face mask. Okay. Third penalty of the game against the Cougars. Believe that was Buncombe again on the carry. Didn't get much on his own, but the face mask will put the ball at the 50. And for the first time tonight, Campus may actually find themselves into South territory. They want to go to the air here. Quarterback steps up, takes off, breaks through one tackle, breaks another tackle, still on his feet. My goodness. That's a gain of 10. And for the first time tonight, Campus will earn a first down courtesy of Blaine Moore. That's a good run for Moore. It was Angel Leyva who is the new running back. And Leyva had the first touch. He was the one they faked the handoff to there on the last play. Three-man front for South. Blaine Moore back in the shotgun. They do want to air this out. Over the middle, it's incomplete. Well away from the intended target. Moore now 2 for 4 to start his day. And it brings up a 2nd and 10. I will say ball security and penalties have looked better than I would have anticipated for Campus today, given some of the struggles that they've had. They've not committed any turnovers. But they've got to find a way to maintain this momentum here. Time continues to tick down. 9:49 remaining in the first half. Back to the shotgun. It's Blaine Moore and Leyva. And Campus will call a quick timeout. So we'll take it with them. We are back in 30 here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week presented by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
Campus calls their second timeout of the contest. They've got it in South Territory for the first time tonight. It's 2nd down and 10. Blaine Moore is out there with Leva Lira on his hip. They will fake it, try to go over the middle. It's almost intercepted. Boy, South was thinking about it over the middle. You got to be cautious throwing the ball into Landon Huffman's territory. Instead, it's a harmless incompletion. And it sets up a 3rd and 10. Took until the second quarter for Campus to get their first down. They've got 2 of them on this drive, trying to avoid stalling out. 3rd and 10. They want to uncork it deep. It's a jump ball situation. It's knocked away. And for the second time in as many plays, Landon Huffman is the man in coverage to force the incompletion. And we will see the Campus punt team back on again as Salina South sends out their returners. No real bad options for South. We've seen them mix up the returners a little bit. Giles Montoy is one of those guys back here. As Campus, another low snap, will get the punt away. Montoy takes this from the 10, slips a tackle, now slips another tackle, but he's body slammed down at the 15-yard line. And for really the first time in this game, South is going to have to drive the length of the field if they want to continue their tradition here of scoring on every single drive. It was a 36-yard touchdown pass from Tellez to Myers to get it started, then a fumble into the end zone recovered by Pickrell for the second score of the day. And then the 9-yard touchdown pass from Tellez to Curtis, a 17-yarder to Myers, and a 20-yarder to Myers. Guess who's lined up at the bottom of your screen again? Jackson Myers came into this game with 1 receiving touchdown on the year. He has 3 tonight. The way he has beaten his defender, Delonte Adscombe, I'd be surprised if they don't run him on a deep route again here. So it's 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line for Izzy Tellez and the South offense. They will hand this off to Armani Redmond. Redmond up the middle, breaking tackles. He finds his way ahead for a gain of 6. Redmond has just been that steady drumbeat for South in this game. It's another gain of 6. Hasn't broken one big yet, but you know he's capable. Here's the toss to the outside. Redmond looking for a cutback lane. Makes a man miss, but stumbles himself. He does, however, pick up 4 yards. That should be enough for the first down and enough to move the chains. The other crazy thing for South, they have not utilized their backup quarterback at all this year. Aiden Spellman and Maddox Gerard, neither one of them has taken a single snap at quarterback. Tellez from the shotgun on 1st down and 10. Looking deep. You know who he's looking for? He's got him again. 30, 20, 10. Goodbye. Jackson Myers. 4 catches, 4 touchdowns. And the Cougars take a 40-0 lead here in the second quarter. My goodness. I said they'd probably send him deep again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But this is getting ridiculous. Rodrigo Palacios is on for the PAT attempt. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Speed kills And it's a 41-0 lead for South with 8:35 to go. Back with more when we return on the Salina Post Sports Network.
At Vernon Jewelers, we believe jewelry is more than just an accessory. It's an expression of who you are. It's also a piece of your life that can be passed down through the generations. That's why our expert team is here to listen, understand, and help you find that piece that speaks to your story. We're not just your local jeweler. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners in celebrating life's precious moments. Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. In our 141st year, we are not old. We're just really good at what we do.
You think Jackson Myers is having some fun tonight? 4 catches, 150-plus yards, and 4 touchdowns. And, oh, yeah, by the way, Izzy Tellez tonight, how about 8 for 9 with 5 touchdown passes? These are video game numbers. You don't put up numbers like this in Madden unless you're really mad at your little brother. But the way the season's gone, you understand the instinct for South to want to come out and do this, and you can't blame them one bit. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Colts once again. They got their first down of the game on their last drive. Still a lot of football left to be played, but we're going to be looking at running clock here very soon if the Cougars keep this up. I said at the top of the broadcast, and I meant it sincerely, South, I don't really think there's any competition in the state. They are the best 0-6 football team I've ever seen. I mean, this team could very well be. They're 3 plays away from being 3-3 tonight. It's just been a struggle to finish games. Don't think that's going to be a problem here tonight. Blaine Moore back in the shotgun. He'll send a man in motion. And they will go ahead and give it to him on the end around. That's good for a gain of 1 for Amari Williams. It's not going to get easier for either of these teams. For Campus, they are going to have to turn around and take on, I believe, Goddard in week number 8. Meanwhile, for South, it'll be a trip to Mays. So both of these teams going to have a tough one to close out the regular season. 2nd down and 9. Snap back to Moore, thinking about stepping up to run. Stays on his feet and has the completion for a gain of 4 to Tyler Holland. Third completion of the day for Campus. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Campus Colts. South's defense has been putting on a show tonight. Man coverage on the outside. Snap back to Moore, looking that way. Now he is running for his life under duress, and he's just going to throw it away back at the 10-yard line. Familiar sight, the punt team is out for the Colts. Giles Montoy and Maddox Gerard are your 2 back deep to return here for South. Bad snaps have made things interesting on punts. This one is also low, but they will get the kick away. It'll be fielded here by Maddox Gerard. Actually, that is not Maddox Gerard. Looking for a cut-up lane through the middle, making a few men miss, and then taken down at the 35-yard line. That was Caden Stouffer on the return. It's going to be good field position again. Stouffer is down. That is the last thing you want to see. He was in a very awkward position when he got hit. And that did not look good. Stouffer is still down and in a lot of pain. Want to remind you that coverage of tonight's game is brought to you in part by Kansas Bankers Technologies and Techniqual Consulting. your partners in secure banking technology and seamless IT solutions. We'll step away. We're back in just a bit here on the Salina Post Sports Network.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
Stauffer is up, and he is able to walk off under his own power. That's what you want to see. But a scary sight there. Either way, the offense is coming back onto the field for Salina South. They're going to do so from the 35-yard line. And you have a hard time. You don't want to be disrespectful, but at the same time, you wonder if you don't just tell Jackson Myers, hey, just go ahead and run another go route. Matter of fact, Myers is not on the field. His night might be done. We've got some different personnel out there for the Cougars, who hand it off to Redmond on first down. He will twist and turn and find his way to about the 27-yard line. So it's a gain of 7 for Armani Redmond. And some different guys getting in and here for the Cougar offense. On the far side of the field, you still have Jay Curtis. He has been a menace to society. Plenty of good options in the passing game. Here they go to Redmond, who bounces off the first tackle and will find about 2 yards on second down. Scanning the sideline to locate, there he is, Jackson Myers, who is standing with his helmet off. So you wonder if something happened, or you wonder if 4 touchdowns is the limit. Either way, they hand this off to Redmond, and Redmond is stopped shy of the line to gain. So will South keep the offense on the field? I don't see why you wouldn't. They've got plenty of great options, Redmond included. Jay Curtis is lined up at the top of the screen. That'll work too, as Campus will get caught off sides. There you go. Encroachment is the call. And a free first down given to Salina South as they creep closer and closer to the end zone for what could potentially be their 6th touchdown of the first half. Tellez drops back to pass, fires far side. That is Curtis, who slips a tackle and then will fall forward after a gain of 6. Curtis's second catch of the game. It's the 9th completion on 10 attempts. It's been a great night for Izzy Tellez. And the sophomore quarterback is going to remember this performance for a long time. Following the gain of 6, it is second down and 4 here for South. Tellez back to pass again. He wants to fire near side. It's broken up. Just incomplete. They gave it a go looking for Gabe Autry. And Autry just couldn't quite haul it in. Like I said, some different personnel on the field for Salina South, including Giles Montoy, who is in the slot. Keeping an eye on Montoy here. Instead, they go far side, and a big hit is delivered, but not before Jay Curtis pops up off the turf and signals first down, following a gain of 10. Curtis is thinking about catching a second touchdown here. I think this is more a show of respect than anything. I don't think we're going to see Jackson Myers again tonight. South has gone to the air. They go to the air again. They fire it far side, fighting for yardage right near the goal line. Not enough to get in. Curtis catches it. And it's a 9-yard gain to get them down to the 1. Cougars, direct snap to Redmond, and he waltzes into the end zone for the team's 6th touchdown of the first half. Sorry, 7th touchdown of the first half. My goodness. This has been a slaughter. And it's 47-0. We're not even at halftime yet. Kick is on the way, and it is good. Palacios has looked crisp and clean tonight. We'll step away when we come back. It's a 48-0 lead for Salina South here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week, brought to you by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Well, it doesn't get much better than this for Salina South. You look at their body of work tonight. Their defense has been on the field 7 times. They've gotten 7 stops. Their offense has been on the field 7 times. Not only have they gotten 7 scores, they've got 7 touchdowns in this game. Just unreal stuff as the kickoff. Yeah, they're going to have to field this back at their own goal line and now running side to side instead of north and south. And, boy, that's not what you want to see. Javen Caldwell probably ran 25 yards to gain 3 yards on the return. That's where Campus puts the offense back on the field here with 4:12 to go in the first half. This outburst, I mean, I'm going to go back through the record books and just check, but this has got to be one of the best offensive outputs for Salina South in a long time, and this game is not even halfway over. .48 points for the Cougars. It's more than they scored in any game last year, obviously. Let you know when the last time they did anything like this was. But first, it's a first down handoff and another loss as, boy, the whole pack of Cougars converges on the ball carrier. And there's nowhere to run. It's another gain of 0 for Buncombe. Ironically, the last time South scored this many points, it was in a 49-19 victory over, you guessed it, Campus back in 2019. Moore is back out there following the loss of 2. Actually, no, this is a different quarterback who lofts it up. It's almost intercepted. Boy, South wanted that one. Rayshawn Jones thought about it. Instead, it's incomplete. And the man who threw it that time was Amari Williams. First passing attempt of the day for Williams almost ended in disaster. It's been the other thing. No turnovers in this game by Campus. Just no offense or defense really to speak of. Blaine Moore is not in at quarterback. This is still the backup, the southpaw, who's going to tuck it and step out of bounds. A business decision was made. That is a run for another new face, Damian Jordan. I believe he may be the new quarterback in general here. Tried to throw it on first down. Either way, they're going to have to punt this away to the Cougars. South might have gotten a hand on that. An awkward punt. That's going to take a bounce and a roll down here to about the 46-yard line. And with 3:10 to go, that is where the offense will take over for the Cougars. Maybe you pull the starters at halftime. I don't imagine the starters would get pulled prior to that. But we'll see if they stick with Tellez or if they go to somebody else at quarterback here. I don't know what exactly the final line on Tellez is going to look like tonight, but it's been a special, special night for him. Tellez is still in the game. We've got a new running back for Salina South. That's Jackson Kitchener. Kitchener takes it left side. He's got a lot of room up to the 35. Quick correction, that is not Kitchener. That, well, may have had a jersey swap. That is number 23. Get you an update on who that is in just a bit. He is the back. Big gain on first down. Picked up 12. Here on second down, Tellez hands off again. Not a lot of space to run. And no gain there. So no gain on first down, a loss of 2 on second. Back to the air. They want to fire it far side. It's hauled in for a gain of 8. And this time they find Josiah Guevara. His first catch of the day. Call it an 8-yard gain. It's third down for the Cougars. Majority of their starting offense is out here. Quick handoff up the middle, looking for room, cutting it back. Still breaking tackles down to the 20. Another solid gain. Good enough for a first down. And they will line it up to run again. Back to work here on 1st and 10. A toss to the outside, looking for a cutback lane. There's nothing there, and a big loss of 5. I believe they're saying Adrian Jesse. Whoever it is, it's not on either of the 2 rosters that I was given for South this year. So we'll try to confirm who that is at running back. Either way, 2nd and long. Tellez back to the air, stepping up. He wants to turn, keeps his feet, fires, looking end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Cougars. Another passing touchdown, this time to Jay Curtis. And it's a 28-yard touchdown pass for Izzy Tellez, who has 6 touchdown passes in this game. Are you kidding me? Just ridiculous stuff for the Cougars. All in the first half. We're going to have some historicals on this game. Rodrigo Palacios is on for the PAT. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good. 55-0 in the first half. It is coming up all Salina South. Back in a bit on the Salina Post Sports Network.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
This has been, without exaggeration, a perfect game for Salina South. They've gotten a stop on every single drive on defense. They've scored a touchdown on every single drive on offense, including, count them, 6 touchdown passes for Izzy Tellez in, just a monster performance. Short kick is fielded here at the 10-yard line by the Campus Colts, looking for space. And finally pulled out of bounds at about the 35. Most of the primary starters are already off the field. And we're not even to halftime yet. 42 seconds left here in the first half. Campus will put the offense back on the field. The Campus drives tonight, 3 and out. 3 and out, turnover on downs, 3 and out, turnover on downs, punt, 3 and out, 3 and out. It's been tough sledding it, to say the least. Their offense is back out here. $55-0. And they will stick with Damian Jordan, the backup quarterback. Here's a handoff, trying to bring this to the near side. It's a gain of 2 for Javen Caldwell. See if Campus even wants to line up to run another play. They don't have to. I wouldn't blame them for just heading into the locker room at this point. This has been a brutality on the part of Salina South. Time for one more play if they want to run it. They've got 2 seconds to get the snap off, and they will not. Salina South is going to take a 55-0 lead into the halftime locker room. We'll step away. Halftime is next here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. It's brought to you this week by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
No matter what team you support this season, CopyCo has you covered with off-the-rack and custom apparel for Salina South, Salina Central, Abilene, Chapman, Sacred Heart, southeast of Saline, Ellsworth, Minneapolis, Bennington, Solomon, and El Saline. Don't see what you're looking for in store? They can custom make items so you can support any local team or student athlete. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for local high school sports gear is CopyCo, located at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store. Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community or the camaraderie at southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina. Obituaries and funeral announcements are available free of charge on salinapost.com. This community service is provided in part by Higher Scott Mortuary and Cremations, formerly Roselawn. Higher Scott Mortuary and Cremations, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush in a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
Flush! The freakishly fast frog!
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof. She's full. Real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out. Quick!
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush and a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic.
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick! Kiss me! That stink stuck to my skin!
I, don't know if I can.
Oh, good. I can smell other things again.
When Vernon Jewelers has 40% off store-wide, there must be a special occasion. Through September, Vernon Jewelers is celebrating 133 years in business with 40% off store-wide. Savings include high-quality, unique pieces that will not only be cherished, but create a lifetime of memories. Save 40% during the 133rd anniversary sale at Vernon Jewelers, 123 North Santa Fe in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884. 40% off September only excludes loose diamonds, repairs, and special orders.
And now back to more football action with your game of the week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Here on the halftime, it's a slaughter in Salina. The Salina South Cougars, boy, they came in 0-6. I said they were the best winless team in the state. They're showing that here against the Campus Colts. 55-0 is their lead at halftime, and here's the biggest number you need to know. In all that damage, 60 yards and 1 rushing touchdown on the ground. That is all that South did on the ground. Their defense is 8 for 8 on getting stops. Their offense is 8 for 8 on scoring touchdowns. And you want to know what kind of day Izzy Tellez is having at halftime? He is 12 of 13, 279 yards and 6 touchdowns, 4 of them to Jackson Myers, 2 of them to Jay Curtis. We'll step away. When we come back, we'll take a look at some halftime scores from around the state. It's our Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week. It's presented by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
New Image Audio is offering ceramic tint. If you're sending your child off to school or your wife on a road trip, ceramic tint offers heat rejection up to 90%, privacy in a college town or in the city, helps keep the wear down on the AC system, making your car easier to cool down. Never worry about your kid locking their keys in their car. With Drone Mobile, you can unlock their car from anywhere. Vehicle breakdown in an unknown area, GPS locating helps roadside service find your loved one quickly with the ability to send the vehicle location directly to the rescue squad. New Image Audio, located at 340 South Broadway. Phone calls welcome.
No matter what team you support this season, CopyCo has you covered with off-the-rack and custom apparel for Salina South, Salina Central, Abilene, Chapman, Sacred Heart, southeast of Saline, Ellsworth, Minneapolis, Bennington, Solomon, and El Saline. Don't see what you're looking for in store? They can custom make items so you can support any local team or student athlete. From t-shirts and hats to hoodies and so much more, your home for local high school sports gear is CopyCo, located at 2346 Planet Avenue in Salina.
4 walls and a roof can make a house, but a home, that's where life happens. First steps, backyard birthdays, morning coffee, sunsets on the porch. Home isn't something you buy, it's something you feel. And when it's right, you just know. For 22 years, Dan Goebel has helped people in Salina find that feeling. And now, he's here to help you. Your home is out there. Dan Goebel knows the way. Call 785-819-1904 or visit Salina Homes to find your way home.
From raw honey to wax melts to beekeeping tools, boxes, and frames, AJ Honey Farms has it all and more. Be sure to check out their salves. Salves is a powerful blend of nature's best ingredients. Beeswax, crafted with care to soothe and nourish your dry skin, minor cuts, and burns. And for dry lips, try out their Happy Bee Balm. Treat yourself to their locally produced honey items or get a beautifully packaged gift set for a loved one. Stop in to see AJ Honey Farms at 901 North 9th Street. More than just a honey store. Ready to take your nursing career to the next level? Memorial Health System in Abilene is hiring full-time registered nurses for their hospital emergency department, and they've got the perks to match. Sign-on bonuses, shift and weekend differentials, a child care stipend, and tuition reimbursement to keep you moving forward. Bring your skills where they'll make the biggest impact, right here in Abilene. Apply today at srhc.com. That's srhc.com to apply for this opening at Memorial Health System in Abilene, taking care of you so you can take care of others.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Salina is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
Close your eyes. Now, imagine yourself cheering from the bleachers at Salina South. Feel the pride of donning the colors of Salina Central. Picture the spirit of being part of the Sacred Heart community or the camaraderie at southeast of Saline. Envision the thrill of supporting El Saline or Bennington. Visualize the unity in rallying for Minneapolis High. Now, open your eyes and see yourself in team apparel from Messenger Total Promotions. Visit them in person in downtown Salina. Obituaries and funeral announcements are available free of charge on salinapost.com. This community service is provided in part by Hire Scott Mortuary and Cremations, formerly Roselawn. Hire Scott Mortuary and Cremations, celebrating life, embracing legacy.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Lily Pad Septic, this is Callie, where we can get you a flush in a rush. How can we help you flush today?
Oh, it smells like something died out by my septic tank. It's bad.
Oh no, I know that smell you're talking about. Cole!
I smelt it from here.
Flush! The freakishly fast frog!
I'll follow the funk. It's not a dead animal, sir. It's your septic tank venting gases. Oof. she's full, real full.
That's the smell.
I've got to get back and tell Callie. Callie, he needs a pump out, quick.
Already got a pump truck rolling.
If you need a flush and a rush, call Lily Pad Septic.
We guarantee to inspect your septic issues within 24 hours.
Or you get a free septic tank pump out worth $399.
Lily Pad Septic.
We'll be there in a splash.
Callie, quick, kiss me. That stink stuck to my skin.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, good. I can smell other things again.
When Vernon Jewelers has 40% off store-wide, there must be a special occasion. Through September, Vernon Jewelers is celebrating 133 years in business with 40% off store-wide. Savings include high-quality, unique pieces that will not only be cherished, but create a lifetime of memories. Save 40% during the 133rd anniversary sale at Vernon Jewelers, 123 North Santa Fe in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884. 40% off September only excludes loose diamonds, repairs, and special orders.
And now back to more football action with your game of the week, presented by Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Well, one half of football is in the books, and it has been literally all Salina South. They've scored a touchdown on every offensive drive. They've gotten a stop on every defensive possession. It has been, just a slaughter from top to bottom. We're going to have a running clock in the entire second half, and in case you're curious, this is the biggest offensive scoring outburst for Salina South since they put 61 on McPherson back in 2014. And if they can beat that mark, we'll dig even deeper into the stat sheets and the historicals to try and see what else they maybe have done in the past. But that clock is going to start running with 12 minutes, and it's not going to stop for the rest of the game. South has earned a break. I'm sure we'll see some different personnel working in. Before we kick off the second half, some scores from around our area. At the end of the first quarter, Abilene led El Dorado 21-6. El Saline's up on Gossel 36-0 at the half. These are all halftime scores. Beloit leads Ellsworth 8-0. Russell up on Minneapolis 15-11. Southeast of Saline leads Halstead 48-7. Sacred Heart up on Harrington 34-0. And here it is 55-0. Salina Central leading the way. Did get confirmation on a jersey change. I'll let you know about that here in just a moment. But the opening kick of the second half is going to be fielded back at the 5-yard line. South is looking to pick up where they left off. A good cut-up lane here. Breaking tackles ahead to the 30. Still on his feet. Stumbling and brought down at the 45-yard line. A great return for the Cougars. And that's Slade Pickerel, who's already got a touchdown today on a fumble recovery in the end zone. And is Izzy Tellez's day done? I would not be surprised in the slightest. I see Aiden Spellman, the backup quarterback, over there in the huddle. I do not see Tellez. And it will be Spellman to start the second half. It's also going to be Adrian Jesse, who is a freshman, who is not on the original roster that any of us were given. He will be wearing 23. He is the running back here on 1st and 10. They will toss it to Jesse, who's looking to cut this up the middle, and he is not going to find much on the toss. It is a loss of 4 for the Salina South offense. Couldn't have asked for much more out of Salina South, and you're going to need every bit of momentum because the Cougars' next game will be on the road at Mays. Actually, at home against Mays. Either way, you're getting the last undefeated team in the biggest classification in the state of Kansas. Snap back. They want to throw this deep. They've got a jump ball, and it's incomplete. Boy, what a ball, though, from the backup quarterback, Aiden Spellman. I mean, he unleashed one down the sideline. Just didn't quite have a man. Looking for Josiah Guabera. So Spellman will start his day 0 for 1. And the Cougars are looking at 3rd and 13. Been a great night for some football. Still feels almost more like summer than it does winter. Here in what should be kind of a late fall type game, middle of October. Spellman takes the snap. It's another handoff to Jesse, who's got space, cuts it back to the middle, and will pick up about 6 yards, but that brings up 4th down. And are we going to see South punt it away for the first time tonight? For now, the offense stays on the field. Believe they are going to go for it. Really no reason not to. So it's Adrian Jesse out there with Aiden Spellman. It's 4th down and 7. Spellman will step back, and this looks like a pooch punt. And it will be a pooch punt. They will kick this back to about the 20. Fielded by Campus. They want to get to the outside, a jump step to the 30, looking for the edge, brought down at about the 43-yard line. That's where Campus takes over for the first time tonight. And that is the first Salina South drive of this game to not result in a touchdown. Crazy work for the Cougars. 8:35 to go here in quarter number 3 by virtue of that running clock. A reminder, join us tomorrow for Kansas Wesleyan football. The bye week is in the books, but the Coyotes are on the road in Leavenworth looking to take on St. Mary's. Or St. Mary's, sorry. Pre-game coverage begins at noon, kickoff at 1 o'clock. Starting quarterback Blaine Moore has returned to the field here for Campus. On a 1st and 10, he'll toss it to the outside. That is Buncombe looking to run, and he's got about 13 yards. That's the biggest positive play of the entire game for Campus. And it comes off a big run by Amani Buncombe. That will get Campus up to the 41. A lot of second string and even third string guys out there for Salina South. A chance to give the sophomores and some freshmen a chance to stretch their legs here. Shotgun set. Once again for Blaine Moore, this time on 1st and 10. They run the same toss, this time the other way. And a solid run for another 1st down. Trying to see, this is actually a new back. They've been cycling backs throughout the course of this game. That is Jamilas Caldwell. So Caldwell runs for 13 on his first play and then 10 on his second. He stays in here alongside Blaine Moore. See if Campus wants to test South to the air. No, they just want to run the same pitch play. Well, if it's getting you the yardage you want, you keep running it. And it's 7 more yards for Jamilas Caldwell. Setting up short field and getting Campus to the red zone for the first time tonight. Just outside it at the 22-yard line. This has been about as dominant gets. Campus ready for a 2nd down and 5. They do want to go to the air here, rolling out, letting it go. It is tipped in the air, and it's incomplete. Moore was thinking about it. Not a lot they're going to do there. And that'll break it up. So it does bring up a 3rd down and 5. More from the shotgun. They go back to the toss. There's a flag down on the near side. And that is going to be a loss of 3 for Amani Buncombe if it stands, but we'll have to check the flag and see what's going on here. Second half will be shortened. It's a false illegal formation called against Campus. Honestly, I will say, for as poorly as Campus has played tonight, only 4 penalties. They've kept it relatively clean in terms of the silly stuff. 4 penalties and no turnovers in this game. So you got to be happy about that at least. If you're Nicholas Peabody, the second-year head coach at Campus, who is in search of his first coaching win at Campus. 4th down and 8, and a timeout called by the Campus Colts. We'll take it with them. 3:49 to go, a 55-0 lead for South in the third quarter here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week, brought to you by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
We do have one more score to let you know about on our Bennington State Bank scoreboard. I didn't catch this one earlier, but at halftime, Abilene is up on El Dorado 56-6. It's been a night of blowouts, to say the least, across the state of Kansas. Unfortunately, a lot of our area teams are the ones doing the deed. 4th and 8 here for Campus. South looking to maintain their streak of perfection and continue pitching the shutout. Back to the air goes Blaine Moore. He's under pressure, rolling to his right. Wants to come back to the middle, but there's nowhere to go. He's dropped for a loss and a big sack for the South defense. Ryan Puckett makes the tackle. And it's a sack for a turnover on downs to give it back to South with 3:30 to go here in the third quarter. Had a lot of possessions in this game. Certainly in the first half. Second half is going to be a lot shorter. Aiden Spellman is back in at quarterback. We got another new running back for South. We'll get that after this first down play as they do hand it off to him. And chugging the legs ahead for a gain of 1 is Rowan Riddick. Yeah, that's what you love about these kinds of blowout games. You get a chance to throw everybody in. Riddick takes his first handoff, and a single woman from the crowd. That's my boy. Sure, Riddick happy to be getting his first touch of the season. He will be the running back in there alongside Aiden Spellman. This backup offense would love to come out and make some noise. Spellman tosses it, and Riddick is dropped for a loss of 5. Campus all over it. So after a promising run on first down, Riddick is wrestled down in the backfield on second down. The crazy thing is, we talk about this South offense, it's led by a sophomore quarterback. They will make a swap. Adrian Jesse is back in at running back. But a lot of pieces on this offensive unit that are going to be around for years to come. Tellez from the shotgun. Low snap. Wants to uncork one down the field. It is incomplete. Spellman correction on the throw. They were looking for Gabe Autry down the field. Instead, it is, I believe, 4th down. And we'll see if the Cougars elect to punt it away. Or maybe pooch punt it like they did last time. By virtue of being a little shorthanded next week, this is going to be our final game of the week. For football anyway. But after this one, we'll see it for basketball season here in just a few months. Be happy to pick up our local coverage. And, of course, don't forget you can continue tuning in for every game for Southeast of Salina and Sacred Heart all season long. Another pooch punt. Now we'll take a bounce here. South will have a chance to down it right around the 37. Should also be taking us close to the end of the quarter. Campus may or may not have to run another play. Fans, no matter who you support on Friday nights, make sure you're game day ready with team apparel from CopyCo. They've got t-shirts, hats, hoodies, and so much more to help you rep Salina South and Central, Abilene and Chapman, southeast of Saline, Sacred Heart, Bennington, Solomon, and El Saline. They also do custom printing, so you can rep your favorite student athlete regardless of what school they go to or what team they play for. CopyCo, getting you in the game for over 30 years. Back to the backup, a toss to the outside. Campus has run everything to the outside, and they found more success in the second half. Boy, they're going to have a chance to break this one, and Campus is off to the races. 20-10, touchdown Colts. And Campus gets on the board courtesy of Jamilas Caldwell on a 61-yard touchdown run. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. I believe they will still kick the extra point before we take a break. That's got to feel good for Jamilas Caldwell, who was the 7th different Colt to take a touch today in the running game. This will be the first PAT attempt for Campus. Actually, they're going to bring the offense out and go for two, and really no reason not to at this point in the game. Rolling out to the left, stepping up, running it in. Ooh, stuffed short. They're going to push the pile late, but they already called the play dead. And the two-point attempt is no good. So it's 55-6 at the end of 3. When we come back, it's the fourth and final quarter on the Salina Post Sports Network. Coverage tonight presented by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
Fall is the absolute best time for the experts at Commercial Tire Centers to look over your vehicle. Summer was tough on your tires, and winter's coming on strong. You don't want to be left stranded with tires that aren't performing. Car, truck, SUV, trailers, farm, and big rigs. Commercial Tire will help you keep safe and productive. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th in Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Welcome back in here for fourth quarter action. It's been all Salina South, at least in the first half, but finally here in the third quarter, on the quarter's final play, Campus gets on the scoreboard, so at least they won't be shut out. They've been shut out twice this year, 55-0 at the hands of Derby and 42-0 at the hands of Hutch. So here they will kick it away, and it will be back through the end zone for a touchback as the 12-minute clock will start. Again, running clock for the entire second half by virtue of the 55-0 score at the break. South looking to keep the momentum going. Again, they've got their biggest game of the week, or their biggest game of the year next week. In 5A, remember, not every team makes the playoffs. South's got a great chance to sneak in if they can get the job done here tonight, the job that, let's be honest, was probably taken care of in the first quarter. First play here, it's a screen to the outside, well blocked. Tackled down at about the 23. Got another new receiver in the game. Actually, that's Josiah Guevara with another catch. So call that a 2-yard gain. They've kept it primarily on the ground, but they do go to the air there on first down. Aiden Spellman running the show at quarterback. He's got Jesse tucked in his left hip pocket, fires near side. And another quick catch, but not for a lot yardage-wise, as Guevara is back involved again. Actually, that's Kyson Bunville. So Bunville makes the catch, but for no gain. Sets up a 3rd down and 8. Back to work. Spellman takes the snap. Pump fake. Steps up. Navigating traffic. Looking to turn the corner. He can run. He'll have enough for the 1st down and more all the way up to the 40-yard line. Strong gain for Aiden Spellman. And he does it himself with his legs. Call it a 14-yard gain for Spellman. You look at the standings right now on the 5A side over on the west. South and Newton are the only 2 teams without a win. South, if they pull ahead today, would tie with Topeka West at 1-5 and put themselves in contention to slip into the playoffs potentially. Here's a toss to the outside. Jesse looking to cut back to the inside, and he's brought down for a loss of 2. It's been a mixed bag for Adrian Jesse, the freshman. Done a lot of dancing around, but has kind of balanced the good runs with runs for losses. South content here to take their time. No sense in being in a hurry. Just trying to close this out and keep everybody healthy ahead of next week's game. Back in the shotgun goes Aiden Spellman. Campus, they're going to get caught with encroachment. That'll be the 5th campus penalty of the game. And it will keep it at 2nd down, but it'll be 2nd and 5 rather than 2nd and 10. Spellman has looked effective so far. Obviously, they're not trying to have him uncork anything too deep. More of a game management situation for South, up by so much so late in the game. 8:18 left to go, 4 receivers. Spellman does want to go to the air, and it's high, and then a late hit, but not late enough to warrant the flag. Josiah Guevara got popped trying to go up and get that one. 8 minutes left to go. And it's 3rd down here for Salina South. Go back to that first half that South had. They took the field 8 times. They scored 8 times. Defensively, they took the field 8 times. They did not give up a single scoring play the entire first half. Spellman flushed out of the pocket, looking deep downfield, lets it go. My goodness, that could have been another touchdown pass. But they were not able to complete it. A little confusion, I think, as to who that was supposed to be to. And it sets up 4th down here for the Cougars. Good crowd on hand for this game. A lot of South fans making the trip to Salina Stadium. Again, a bit of a weird weekend here at Salina Stadium. Both Salina schools slated to play here this week. So Central played Andover last night. Good old Thursday night lights. South keeping the offense out for now. We've seen them pooch punt off of this. Instead, they are going to go for it. And it's incomplete. Spellman just kind of airs it out, and that'll be a turnover on downs to give it back to campus with 6:26 left to go. It's been a long time since South won a game in this fashion. It's got to feel good for the fans of green and gold, not just to see their team get a win, but to dominate in every facet of the game like this. Now the question is, what will happen next week when they take on one of the top teams in 6A in Mays? First down and 10 for the Campus Colts. Sticking with their backup quarterback, they fake the toss, and they want to throw this deep. Believe it's incomplete. Boy, they were looking to chuck that one all the way downfield. Damian Jordan, the quarterback, they ran the fake on the toss, but it was so underthrown, the receiver had to come all the way back to try and get it. And it leads to yet another incompletion. Running clock still in effect as we hit the 5-minute mark. Jamilas Caldwell is the running back. Damian Johnson, the quarterback here. From the shotgun, there's the toss to the outside. Caldwell has the touchdown run here. He'll take it ahead for about 13 yards. And it's another big gain for Caldwell. He's been campus's most effective runner on the night. It's not even all that close. Of their first 12 rushing plays, only 4 went for positive gain. The South defense had it dialed up from the beginning. And they just, proved front to back, top to bottom, to be the better team tonight. Back to the shotgun. Still giving Jordan a shot here. They'll send a man in motion, hand it to him on the jet sweep. Now he's trying to come back the other way, and yeah, there's nothing there for Javin Caldwell, who's going to lose 2. Coming up on the Commercial Tire Center's post-game show, we'll give out our Smart Play of the Game presented by Smart Insurance, our Vernon Jewelers Gem of the Game, and we'll check our area scoreboard presented by Bennington State Bank one last time before we wrap things up here from Salina. It's another shotgun set. They'll spread it out wide. Second and long, hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Clock continues to run down to about 3 minutes left to go. Complete effort tonight on the part of this South team. It's been a lot of fun, too, like I said, to see them get so many new faces into the game, so many different guys involved offensively, defensively, special teams, guys that haven't had a chance in all these tight, close, one-score games. 3rd and 15 here for Damian Jordan. It's a little throwback play to the near side. They will link it up. There is room to run, but running into the referee. Now cutting it back to the left, up the middle. Boy, if that doesn't tell you the kind of night it's been for campus. Jamilas Caldwell, it would have been the biggest play of the game other than the touchdown run, and he runs smack dab into the ref. Textbook defense by the ref there, though. Break down, make a play. 1:57 to go, a chance for the Colts to tack on one more score late in the blowout and try to preserve a little pride here in the fourth quarter. They will stick with Jordan. Williams is the back. He'll take it on a screen. South will stop him on first down. They get 3 more shots at it, but they've got to go somewhat quickly. They've only got 1:21 before this game is going to be called. Fans on both sides already starting to file out for the exits. Like I said, this has been a dominant effort for Salina South as we are inside the final minute of this game. From the shotgun, Damian Jordan, a handoff, and South is going to run them backwards. Amari Williams tried to make something out of that with forward progress. He'll be stopped at around the line of scrimmage. Is Campus calling a timeout? Clock continues to run. I wonder if the White Hat will say something about that here. Okay. So they'll restore 45 seconds to the clock. We'll take one final break, and we're back with the final play, maybe 2 plays of this game. Actually, that was a quick huddle. They're going to break it, and we will keep it right here. Campus wants to make sure they've got everything lined up here. They do have 2 more timeouts if they need to call it, but it will be 3rd down and 7, and it's 3rd and goal. So realistically, only 2 more shots to try and put something on the scoreboard with 45 seconds left to go. Jordan looking for the end zone. It is broken up, incomplete. Good coverage there by the Cougars. Had a receiver. Just better coverage there for Salina South. And this will be the final play of the game, more than likely. Damian Jordan looking for one final score. Last play of the game. He will roll out to his left, steps up, wants to run, looking for the end zone. He is brought down shy of the goal line, and that should do it. They are stopping the clock for something. I'm not sure what. Both teams are ready to take to the handshake line. I mean, it's a turnover on downs regardless. And there you go. Referees still conferring, but that's going to be the ball game. And Salina South gets their first win of the season. They do so in dominant fashion. 55-6 is the final as they knock off the Campus Colts. We will step away. When we come back, it's the Commercial Tire Center's postgame here on the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Game of the Week, brought to you tonight by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
The hours of drills, the pre-dawn workouts, the hundreds of laps. It takes hard work, passion, and drive to do what you love. When you're sidelined by injury, Salina Regional Sports Medicine is just as committed and works just as hard to get you back in the game. Salina Regional Sports Medicine, 785-452-7366. SalinaRegionalSportsMedicine.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Welcome back in here for the Commercial Tire Center's post-game report. Salina South gets their first win of the season. They moved to 1-6 on the year. We'll get there eventually. They get the win 55-6 over Campus, who falls to 0-7. They have defeated Campus in back-to-back seasons for their first win of the regular season. Here's what you need to know about the way this game went down. The first 8 drives of the game in the first half for Campus all resulted in either a punt or a turnover on downs. Most of them were 3-and-outs. The first 8 drives of the day for the Salina South offense resulted in touchdowns. It started with an Izzy Tellez pass to Jackson Myers, then a fumble into the end zone that was recovered by Slade Pickerel, a touchdown pass from Tellez to Curtis, and then it was really the Jackson Myers show. He had 4 receiving touchdowns on 4 total catches tonight for almost 150 yards, all by his lonesome. And he ultimately gave them a 41-0 lead at the time. Redmond ran one in, and then Tellez finished it off with another touchdown pass to Jay Curtis, his second of the day. That gave them the 55-0 lead at halftime. They win the game 55-6. Our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game, there's no question about this one. It is Izzy Tellez, who only played in the first half. He finishes his day 12 of 13, 279 yards, 6 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and a perfect passer rating on the night. For that, Izzy Tellez is our Vernon Jewelers gem of the game. We've also got our Smart Insurance Smart Play of the game. A couple of different ways you could go with this one, but honestly, I'm going to keep it simple. It was every single route that was run tonight by Jackson Myers. He was always open, and on all 4 of his touchdown passes, there really weren't any defenders around him. He ran smart routes. That led to big touchdowns, and for that, he is our Smart Insurance Smart Play of the game, presented by Smart Insurance with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Because we had a running clock in the second half, there are not a lot of other finals to let you know about. Southeast of Saline finishes off their game against Halstead 55-14. Also check in really quickly on the Sacred Heart game. They should be up big on Harrington. That game likely in a running clock in the second half as well. And a reminder, you can catch coverage of this game, the Sacred Heart Harrington game, and also the Southeast of Saline Halstead game. And yeah, there you go. Sacred Heart leads 41-0 over Harrington late in the fourth quarter. That'll do it for us, and more importantly, this is our final football game of the week. We're a little shorthanded next week, so we'll be doing some different things. But until basketball season, it's been so good to have you all with us for the ride. It's been a lot of fun bringing you coverage here in the fall of our football games of the week. For one final time, I'm Tyler Henry, joined here by Nick Garst tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. South gets the win, 55-6. Coverage of this game was presented by Kelly Kitchener at Shelter Insurance.
This has been a presentation of Eagle Media, Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, and Salina Post Sports. This has been your Game of the Week.